Are you serious? Are you serious? Well, we're really, really serious. We have breaking news just now coming. And I mean, this is just breaking. Matter of fact, I just checked all the major news networks. They have not reported it yet. This is a local KXLF TV down there in Plains, Georgia, that is breaking the story first, that the former president of the United States, the 39th president of the United States, Jimmy Carter, has just died at the age of 99. Now, there's others that are saying that he hasn't died. So here we go with the confusion. According to KXLF TV, Jimmy Carter, the 39th president of the United States, who led the nation from 1977 to 1981, has died at the age of 99. Carter died at his home in Plains, Georgia, surrounded by his family. His death comes months after his wife, Rosalind, who age 77, had passed away. But I now am wondering if they have dropped a fake article out here on me. Give me 1 second, because they had just announced it, and so did another network. There's only two of them that did. Fox Rio Grande Valley, 28 minutes ago, said that former President Jimmy Carter has passed away at age 99, a World War II veteran, champion of human rights, leaving behind a legacy of peace. And that's Fox Rio Grande Valley. But they look like they may have just pulled that. Hang on a second. Fake news at it again. Yeah, now KXLF has just pulled the story that Jimmy Carter has died, yet the headline is still there, and it's on the Wikipedia page. Are you serious? So it looks like he hasn't died. Thank God. Wow. And I'm not shocked by these, these fake news. Man, these was two different news outlets that had reported he had died, and both of them now pulled the story. Unbelievable. So, as I'm reporting, breaking news: President Jimmy Carter has not died at age 99. Wow. But now we'll wait and see, because it could be that something happened and these guys went ahead and released the info first, and are now having to retract, and then maybe we'll hear in a couple hours, and someone else will get to break, like the New York Times or somebody, and they'll get to claim it. So I don't know, but obviously he's sick, been very ill for a long time. He's been on hospice for 18 months. It's incredible that somebody would do that, but he was born on October 1st, 1924. So, if he lived to October 1st, he would hit 100. He was the 39th president of the United States, but we're getting conflicting reports, but two different outlets reporting he died, but apparently, folks, he has not died. And so this is starting. They're starting. That's probably because of the rumors of President Biden's situation and the assassination attempt on President Trump. And there's just so much going on right now. So we will continue to watch this. But again, breaking news: President Jimmy Carter has not died at age 99. Unbelievable that they would report this. And, when I see one story, I usually wait until I see a second. But when you see two different legitimate news agencies, Channel 4, KXLF TV, and Fox Rio Grande Valley TV, both reporting the same thing 25 minutes ago. KXLF reported it 25 minutes ago. Rio Grande Valley, Fox Rio Grande Valley reported it 28 minutes ago. And so, but then, just as I'm going live, when I go back to check these stories again, both of them have been pulled. So isn't that wild? 2 different news agencies said it was true. Both of them have now pulled their reports. And so as I'm reporting right now, breaking news, President Jimmy Carter has not died. Again, let me say that again. Breaking news. President Jimmy Carter has not died at age 99. Wow. Unbelievable. Then again, not unbelievable. I've seen stuff over the last 15 years trying to get things correct. I've been out ahead of stories many times. I've been right. But occasionally, when you get 2 different news agencies reporting something, one of them locally there, you think then that it's happening. But now both of them have pulled the story. Let me put a shout out right now as we can try to verify this whole story right now on trycono.com/Paul. Okay. Let me give you something right now on this. I just still can't believe that you would have 2 legitimate news agencies. I'm talking about television now. Of course, then again, is television legit? Is mainstream media legit? But these were locals, kind of local, smaller local ones that won right there. And something more may come out of this before the day is over, or before the couple out within an hour or two. Trycono.com/Paul. If you suffer from any type of daily pain, I need you to listen to this message very carefully. What we know about the root cause of pain is changing forever. As we age, aches and pains are natural. And we are all searching for effective ways to relieve pain without side effects and addiction. And let's be frank, we've all seen the horrors of the opioid crisis, and you may have even been affected personally. And that's where a pioneering medical scientist comes in. His name is Clint Winters. You may have seen this world-renowned health expert featured in national media as he unveiled a natural pain reliever that's taking the world by storm. I'm talking about Kahanadine. It's 100% drug-free way to get full-body pain relief without dangerous pills. Matter of fact, Clint Winters explained how that Kahanadine is the only compound on earth that will optimize your body's natural painkillers called endorphins at any age. When taken daily, your body will fire back to relieving pain like you were in your prime in just days. Guys, do this. Go click on the link below in the description. Go to trycono.com/Paul. That's trycono.com/Paul. You'll be glad you did. You really will. So we do have a very weird situation. It's not the first time I've seen this. Guys, don't forget to get your tickets. What? Your tickets? We're only 10 days away. 10 days away from the best webinar on aliens ever assembled. And we're still putting stuff together for it. Incredible. Mike from around the world dropped bomb after info, bomb after bomb after bomb, revealing things I've never even heard of before. And it's in his presentation. And Ellie Marzulli shows you things we've never seen before. Tons of videos and interviews with people who've had encounters. But Mike blows my mind. And so did Ellie Marzulli. His presentation is phenomenal. BP Earthwatch, incredible. Rex Bear, pictures and info from Mars, unbelievable. And on and on and on. Guys, these guys all did. Steve Bassett from last year. We brought this one back, this interview I did with him. Avi Loeb, Professor Avi Loeb. Groundbreaking, first time. Some of the information he shares, first time was ever revealed, will be first time ever revealed in public. Bishop Larry Ragland, Stan Deyo, amazing. And Bart Begley's documentary, all of it. Get your tickets now. Go to paulbegleyprophecy.com. Go to paulbegleyprophecy.com right now and find out what's going on right here with this webinar, okay? Just get your ticket. Get your ticket so I can send you your link right. You will get your link at 6 p.m. Eastern on Friday night, August 2nd. We're that close. Are you serious? President Jimmy Carter is not dead. I repeat. President Jimmy Carter is not dead, despite two different reports in the media saying that he died. KXLF TV, Channel 4, said that he died 37 minutes ago in his home in Plains, Georgia. And Fox, fake news that Jimmy Carter died announcement spreads like wildfire on X. The fake news story came from Channel 4 KXLF TV. It also was reported on Fox Rio Grande Valley 40 minutes ago. 37 minutes ago, then KXLF TV, Channel 4, reported it. And now Fox 5 out of Atlanta is reporting that this fake Jimmy Carter death spreading like wildfire on X, but it's not correct. Because news that former President Jimmy Carter died today does not appear to be true. X is blowing up right now because of the announcement that appears to have been originally posted by a far-right political activist, Laura Loomer. The post quickly became trending on social media, with many people retweeting it without taking a closer look. If they had, they would have noticed the multiple inaccurate statements, specifically in paragraphs 2 through 4. Laura Loomer appears to have said that Jimmy Carter had passed away. Why would someone fabricate this letter saying that the president had died? Then it says, she said, I have deleted the letter and I'm keeping President Carter and his family in my prayers. People should not post death hoaxes. So he is not dead. Wow. With everybody worried about what's happening with President Biden, with everybody concerned over almost seeing the assassination of President Trump, we know that President Jimmy Carter is very ill. We know that he's on hospice and has been for 18 months. So everybody's already on edge of what's going on in our nation. We really are just really, as a matter of fact, Benjamin Netanyahu is sitting in Washington with no one to talk to. President Biden is still sick in his basement home there in on the beach house there in Delaware. And Kamala Harris, the vice president, decided not to meet with him. And she's even announced she's not even going to go hear his speech tomorrow when he addresses a joint session of Congress. She's not going to sit behind in her chair as he speaks, because she's supposed to as the vice president. She's not going to show for that either. And when he got off the plane yesterday, Benjamin Netanyahu, when he got off the plane, there was no one there to welcome him to America. It's his first time to come to the United States in 4 years. He's fighting a war after being attacked. He's not been invited to the White House in 4 years. He hasn't been there since he signed a peace arrangement for the Abraham Accords with President Trump. So here's a man who needs to talk to the leaders of the free world about the war he's in, being attacked by Hamas, being attacked by Hezbollah, and being attacked by the Houthis and it all being orchestrated by Iran. So he shows up yesterday at the airport, and there's no President Biden's not there. That's understandable. He's sick. The vice president's not there. The Secretary of State wasn't there. The Secretary of Transportation didn't go. The Secretary of Defense, Lloyd Austin, would have been nice. Nobody. Not even Jean-Pierre. Nobody. Nobody. No one from the United States administration was there to welcome the man off the plane. The only person waiting for him was his own ambassador, the ambassador to the United States from Israel. His own ambassador was the only guy waiting. And then now his White House meeting with President Biden, of course, was handed over to Vice President Harris, and she has canceled it. She's not going to. And Wednesday, when he goes to the Congress to give his speech, Harris is not even going to come and sit behind him. And we're hearing that 40 or 50 or maybe 60 members of Congress are going to boycott. And we're also hearing that the squad may actually demonstrate live in the chambers. And so the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, has announced he's having additional officers to be inside the House of Representatives on orders from the Sergeant of Arms to restore order if they do this and to escort them out if they do this. Meanwhile, our president is sick. The vice president is confused. The former president was shot. And the vice president and the president has stepped down and he's not going to finish running. So that's confusion. And now Heidi's just brought me another horrible story. This just happened. A suicide bomber has just did a massive suicide attack in Kabul in Afghanistan. 80 people are dead. 230 are injured in Kabul in Afghanistan. That's just happened. Huge blast. Wow. Thank you, Heidi. So, you know what I'm saying? This is we're in a state of confusion. We're in a state of confusion. It's a state of confusion. Now, I did hear that Benjamin Netanyahu is going to give his speech tomorrow before Congress, even if half the Congress don't show up, even though if the vice president doesn't sit in her chair behind him. Even though that vice president refused to meet with him at the White House, they canceled it. Even though nobody was waiting for him on the tarmac to shake his hand and welcome him to America. Boy, how do you think he feels? I'm going to go see my biggest ally, and when I get there, and there's not even anybody there to shake my hand. They've canceled my meetings. I'm in a war, and I need to talk to the leaders of the government of the United States, and there's no one to talk to.
Sorry,
That was from 2016. Okay, so the Afghanistan story is a mistake. That was from 2016. So people are now sending around old stories. They're making up stories like Jimmy Carter's dead, and that's not true. Fake news is now running amok. And but get this. Netanyahu it needs to talk to the leadership of the United States. There's no one there. The lights are on, but nobody is home. And at least if you're not going to be there, you have your vice president. If the vice president doesn't want to show up, send in the Secretary of State. If for some reason he can't, send in the, Secretary of Defense. If he can't, send in the Secretary of Transportation. Or the Secretary of Interior. Or, But nobody? So I understand that Bibi is now asking President Trump if he could meet with him, which would be a smart move. Would probably make more sense. If Trump is going to be the next president, if Trump is going to come back, if Trump is going to, if he wins the election and be a smart move to go ahead and get teamed up with him. This is what's going on, guys. This is what's going on. Are you serious?
God, I'm so scared for this crooked generation. Will you even find faith in the earth when you bring down revelation? Forgive us now the sins of our youth, worshiping the idols that knew everything but the truth. Teach us how to uncorrupt our minds. Show us now while we still have the time. We need you, Yeshua.
I worship every day, 7 days a week, to be honest with you.
We need you.
Why even ask that question? It's unbelievable.
Holy, holy, hallelujah. We abandon everything to follow you, our King. We throw our gold and silver in the streets. How much will we see before the fire falls? Lord,
Could this really be the last altar call?
we need your blood over the doorposts of our hearts. Anoint us with your fiery love as the praise and worship starts. We need you, Yeshua. Holy, holy, hallelujah. We need you, Yeshua. Holy, holy, hallelujah. We abandon everything to follow you, our King. We throw our gold and silver in the streets. Oh, we abandon everything to follow you, our King. We throw our gold and silver in the streets. We abandoned everything to follow you, our King. We throw our gold and silver in the streets. We abandoned everything to follow you, our King. We throw our gold and silver in the street.
Again, breaking news. President Jimmy Carter has not died at age 99. Fake news has launched it out there on X. It's running wild. Channel 4 KXLF TV came out with the story. So did Fox News Rio Grande Valley TV came out with the story. And now Fox Channel 5 out of Atlanta has just broke a story saying that the announcement of Jimmy Carter's death was a fake news story by Laura Loomer that she put out on X. And then she later retracted that and said that he's alive. So I think the country just everybody needs to pray. We need to pray obviously for former President Jimmy Carter. He's the 39th president of the United States. We need to pray for him. He's 99 years old and he is on hospice. We need to pray for President Biden. He is also sick with COVID and he's in his home in Delaware. And we need to pray for former President Donald Trump, who was shot on July 13th by an assassin's bullet in his right ear. And we should pray for Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu because he shows up to meet with President Biden, and there's nobody on the tarmac waiting for him. The President Biden's not there. He's sick. Vice President Harris should have been there. She went AWOL. Secretary of State wasn't there. Secretary of Defense then could have went. He wasn't there. Nobody. No U.S. administration official was there to shake the man's hand and welcome him to America. He is the prime minister of Israel. He's in a war, a regional war now. He's fighting Hamas. He's fighting Hezbollah. He's fighting the Houthis. And he knows he's ultimately fighting the Iranians and maybe the Syrians before it's over. Who knows? Maybe even the Russians. And there's nobody to welcome him to the country. Matter of fact, the only person that was waiting for him on the tarmac was his own ambassador. Are you serious? It is shameful. And then 40 or 50, maybe 60 members of Congress are going to boycott. And then he was supposed to meet with the Vice President, Kamala Harris, in the White House today. That's canceled. It's not important. And apparently then tomorrow he's going to address a joint session of Congress, and 40 or 50, maybe 60 members of Congress are going to boycott. They're not even going to come. Democrats. And the Vice President, Kamala Harris, is not going to come and sit behind him in the chair like you're supposed to. She's boycotting or leaving or not showing up. And the squad say they're going to protest on the floor of the House of Representatives if he speaks. And so the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, has requested that the Sergeant of Arms have extra officers on the floor ready to remove them or anyone that disrupts and protests and tries to disrupt the Prime Minister Netanyahu's speech. That's the condition of America right now. God says, I'll bless them that bless Israel, but I'll curse them that curse Israel. You do the math. And Harris looks like is going to get the nomination for the presidency without anyone even getting to vote for her. And what if she ends up becoming the president? I mean, you talk about a Manchurian candidate. I don't know. This is pray for America, guys. Really pray for America, pray for Israel, and pray for the world, because this don't feel right. Also, keep praying for President Trump, because we do have good news that the director of the Secret Service just resigned. Well, that's just to keep from being impeached. I don't, this government is in trouble, which means our nation is in trouble. So I go back to my book. I go back to the vision I was given by the Lord in July of 2021 of Apollyon coming out of the bottomless pit. Revelation chapter 9, verse 11. And how that the chaos that's about to be unleashed upon the earth from every different direction, woke agendas, governments collapsing, wars, rumors of wars, hurricanes, earthquakes, tornadoes, typhoons, cyclones, massive flooding, wildfires, volcanic eruptions, the rise of AI, the transhumanism agenda, the manipulation of DNA and genetic splicing and eugenics, all the issues, the entire woke agenda, everything you can think of, the hordes of hell. That's why this book went number 1 5 different times since March 26th. And if you haven't got a copy, please get one. Go to Amazon.com, or you can go order it at my website if you want to, at PaulBegleyProphecy.com. Either way. Let me get a copy of this to you right away. Order 5 copies from Amazon.com. And let's get you 5 copies so you can keep one and give 4 away to people who need to know. Because what we wrote about is things are already happening. It's already coming to pass, which we knew it would because it's based on prophecy. Unbelievable. Give your life to Jesus Christ, folks. It's almost over. I'm telling you. Are you saved? Are you saved? So, again, Jimmy Carter did not pass away. I repeat, Jimmy Carter did not pass away. But this fake letter was passed around by Laura Loomer, ended up being passed around by other members, by journalists and other elected officials all over social media, and it wasn't true. And so that brings more confusion. It's the last thing we needed. It's just the last thing we needed. I'll be back with more right here on The Coming Apocalypse.